Hey everybody, welcome back to the second part of our assignments tutorial, how to create, manage, return, comment on assignments, track them. We're going to be looking at a little bit from the student point of view, so you can see kind of what it looks like from your student's point of view when you create assignments, and also how to track who has completed them and how to make sure you're managing them correctly. So a couple of different things we're going to do in this video. First thing first is you'll remember the assignment that we posted. The questions that were due Friday. When the students get their, when you create an assignment, the students see assignments and get reminders in a bunch of different ways. They will get emails if they haven't shut off any notifications. If they're using the app on their phone, they get a notification on their phone. The other thing they get right when they log in is any assignments, whatever's due next, is right here. And that's why it's really important to put dates on your assignments. Even if they're ungraded, you should put a due date because then the reminder pops up here. So again, I'm in my student view right now. I'm going to click on my assignment, or I'm going to click into the class really quick. Let me click into the class first. Right here, you'll see on the upcoming wall, it has what is due next right here as a reminder. And then if I, as a student, I go to classwork, I do see it down here, but I also go to view your work, and I will see it here. Now, assigned, if I click on assigned, it gives me all of the work that I've been assigned. Okay, so for this right here, if you'll notice there are two assignments. I adjusted the due date on one because I wanted to show you what it looks like when it's missing, because students can go right here to this view my work screen, which again, I'll go back to the class. That's classwork, and then view your work. And they get all of the assignments you've assigned them. And I created one down here and set the due date back just so you could see the difference between assigned and missing. So if a kid ever says to you using Google Classroom, I don't know what I'm missing, they need to go to this screen and they need to look for red missing. If it's assigned and not yet due, it'll be black and say assigned. So you can also filter out the assignments. If they just want to see what's missing, you click on just missing and it shows you exactly what's missing, and then by clicking on the assignment, it will take you right to the assignment and let you view the details so that you can see exactly what the instructions are as well. So it's a really, students who are confused or they need reminders, they don't know where to go to use the information, it's always a good idea for them to go to their View Work tab in Classwork. And it's always a good idea to start here to see what's going on and check this at least once a week. Now, I'm going to go back to the teacher view for a second because I want to show you what it looks like. I'm going to go down here to the questions that we posted last time. And if I click on that assignment, I can click on any assignment I want, but if I click on this assignment, it immediately shows me not just the directions and gives me a link to the blank copy of the form that I created, which is right there. I get this very helpful screen. This tells me the number of students that have turned in an assignment and the number of students that have yet to turn in the assignment. Now that just tells me broad strokes who's done it and who hasn't. Let's say I really want to get into the nitty-gritty and I want to see who has done it and who I'm still waiting for it. Right here, this tells me right here that this student has finished it. They did do it late, but they did finish it. And these down here tell me the students that are still missing. And this is really helpful because what I can do is I can click on all of these students, and then I can send them an email telling them they need to get on with the program, and they need to, I can send them email reminders that way. That's one thing I can do. Another thing I can do is I can look at the student who's turned it in. If I click here, it takes me to the student who's turned it in. I can also, if you see right here, 1's turned in, 4 is assigned. Another one that I can do is I can click on each of these students' assignment to see their progress. So this one says it was turned in late. Let's say I just want to kind of see how he did. I click on that assignment. It brings me to a new screen. And there's a couple of different things I can do. First of all, I can check their answers. Okay, that looks good. Another thing I can do is I can assign them a grade. Now remember, you still have to put these grades into Infinite Campus, but it'll at least let students know how they do. I can also send them a private comment about how they did on their assignment, or I can ask them to do something else. Then I can post it. One thing that they can't do, though, is adjust this until I hit this return button. A student, once they turn in an assignment, they can't edit it until I return it to them here. So if I want this student to do some revisions, like I want them to rewrite question number 2, I have to click this return button and then click return, or they can't edit their assignment. So that's very important to be able to do. Now, as a student, I went into my student view. I can go to classwork. I can go to that assignment. I can do the same thing. I can click on this assignment. I can look at I can go right here to the turn in button, and I can adjust it. And then I can go ahead and I can hit the turn in button again, and it will resubmit that assignment to you, the teacher, and you will also get a notification if you haven't shut off email. So that's kind of how you manage these kinds of, this is how you manage Google assignments.